fun at the dog park. Ear infect, because the person can't. Well, hello. It's been a minute, right? So much has happened. The month of June just flew by. So I thought I'd make this video just to catch up. So let's get caught up. Here's what happened. June started off with a bang. It was a whirlwind, like just so much traveling. It was too much. My birthday, as we know, I think I did a short that showed me like now and what I might look like when I'm 80, if I'm lucky to even look like that. It was a filter. It was pretty funny, I thought. Anyway, yeah, I turned 62. And all is glory. And here in America, for those of you who are my Canadian or my Aussie friends, you at 62 can collect Social Security. You pay into Social Security your whole life from the time that you start working. And then at the end of, after you retire, at 62 is the earliest that you can get it. And I opt to get it, so I applied for it. So I'm gonna be making money now. Retired and making money. You can't go wrong with that. So that's 62. Turned 62, received my flowers and chocolate covered strawberries, as we did last year. And then my family came in from Poland and we spent some time with them. They were actually at my sister's, so I drove down to my sister's and we hung out with them. We had a great time. They actually wanted to go to a Walmart because they don't have Walmart in Poland. They have a similar store, they said, that's big, but they were just amazed at Walmart. My niece said that her friends told her, if you're going to America, you have to go to Walmart. I was like, okay. It's not the fanciest place to go, but sure. So we went to Walmart. Or as my sister likes to call it, Woolmark. Woolmark. We spent a lot of time catching up. The last time I saw my niece, who now has 3 daughters, was when she was 17, I think, and I was in my early 20s. So we're not that far apart, so she doesn't call me like aunt or anything because, you know, they just call me by my name. But it's funny to think that I have a niece and also a great niece. A great niece. What the heck? Yeah. So we walked around a little town. There's a little town near my sister's, and we walked around there, did a little shopping, ate a little food. They enjoyed themselves. It was a brief stop because they were hitting a couple of different areas, including that they were going to New York City, to where the towers were, to the new tower and to the monument, you know, Ground Zero. So they, after they visited with my sister, I dropped them off at an Airbnb that they were staying at. And then my other niece, who lives in North Carolina, drove up, met them, and they all went to New York City. They went to the top of the, oh my gosh, Empire State Building. I couldn't think of it. Empire State Building. And then after New York, they went to DC. So we had that, my birthday, and then my family came to visit. I dropped them off at the Airbnb, drove home 5.5 hours, slept one night, packed the next day, got all my crap together in the car, and spent one day home doing laundry and getting everything done, and then took off again to go to Chicago to see my daughter, where I spent quite some time there, actually. I helped her with some things. She got a new job, which she's very excited about. So yeah, it was definitely a running around and traveling month. And because of that, even though I have tons of stuff in my bucket, I didn't have time to do any editing because all of it is here at the house. This is the first time since I started my channel that I haven't posted in like a month. My last video, I believe, full-length video was the carpet being laid down, which was a long time ago. A lot of things have changed since then. Oh my gosh, there's so many that I have to edit and put together. But I thought I'd catch up because it's, like I said, it was crazy. We're having a heat wave. I shouldn't be drinking hot coffee, hot flashes. We're having a heat wave because it's July. Yeah, oh yeah, happy July. All of June is gone. I can't believe it. We're almost, I mean, autumn's around the corner. Happy Halloween. I can't even. It's just flying by. But we did do, again, like this year, or I should say again, like last year, we did do our landscaping and we did new flowers. I added a couple more veggies to see how we do this year. So this year we have tomatoes, again, obvious, obvi. I planted arugula and 2 types of lettuces in this like little 3-tier thing. Planted, what else? Cucumbers. We planted cucumbers. Oh, and lemons and limes. And I bought a banana tree. No, it's a banana plant, or at least I hope it's a banana plant. Right after we bought all this stuff, we had a freeze, like a overnight freeze, and we were covering everything. And I was like, everything's gonna die. It's all gonna die. All this crap that I planted, it's all gonna die. But they didn't. I mean, the banana plant was like, for a little while. And I just kept saying, no, you are going to live and get hot in July and enjoy yourself. And it is. It's actually, the leaves are starting to open up. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna become. Kind of like those, oh, remember last year when I did the, like I did the berries, and I was like, oh, I don't even know, it says to keep them like 6 inches or a foot apart or whatever, and I planted them all in that planter. Nothing ever became of those because, come to find out, those are bushes that you're supposed to plant like in the ground, and then they produce these berries and shit, stuff, berries stuff. So I was like, oh, well, we actually like put them in the the garage for the winter. And then I was like, okay, we'll bring them out and we'll see what happens. And when we brought them out, there's like a moss over them. We're like, okay, so, and there was literally nothing. There were just these brown sticks that were sticking out of the pot. So we took it all and got rid of it. Tossed it. Because it, you know, it didn't happen. Then, oh, my strawberries. So my strawberries, the plant itself stayed. Like the leaves, we cut off all the dead ones and it's like thriving, but it's not producing any strawberries. So I don't know if that also is now kaput, but I'm gonna leave it out until like August, when it starts getting cold at night again. So that's the garden part. And then I have flowers. I redid the front again. I do have those 2, I think they're begonias. I don't know my flowers, I just know that I grow them. They came up again like quick. I think they were up in April and we were still getting freezes and they were just starting to show up out of the ground. And we have a couple of other ones that I think when I had my plants, you know, like birds pick up and bees and everything and they drop stuff in. So we have like a couple of different plants that are coming up. And then those long things that I had in front of the house, they were like the big long beds with the wildflowers that grew like 6 feet tall. I put those up against the fence this year and we put wildflowers in there again to see what happens. So I didn't do as much in the front. Like I didn't get any, and again, I'm probably gonna be wrong, but it's petunias, I think, the ones that you have to keep deadheading all the time because I just can't, it takes too long. But I wasn't even gonna have hanging plants. I had my lights hanging, or have my lights hanging. And then I went to get this like, it's like a post you put in and then these things come out and you hang plants on them. But my husband said, this isn't going to work. And you know what irks me? Like how he's not really a farm boy. Like he's not off of a farm or, a rancher or anything like that. But because he's lived in an area like this his whole life, he really just kind of knows. Oh, well, and they also have that, like, they have classes in their school, which my daughter had to take too, 4-H, I think it's called. But it's like your agriculture, your animals, all that stuff. So they kind of get taught that even in school, right? So he knows a lot of things. He used to, for extra money, like get hay bales on a truck and stuff. I don't know. He did a lot of work like this. I'm from the city. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just kind of, winging it. But anyway, so when I was planting the lettuce, right, I put the arugula like in the thing, and I just kind of sprinkled the seeds all over. And he was like, I don't think that's how you're supposed to do that. And I said, what do you mean? They're seeds. It's dirt. You throw them in the seeds. You throw the seeds in the dirt, it grows. And he goes, yeah, but I think, And I said, well, what is it supposed to be done like? And he goes, I don't know. I said, well, you must know if you're telling me that this is wrong. So what is it supposed to be like? And he goes, well, give them to me. And he made like a little line in the dirt. And then he put the seeds in that little line. So get it? Because like when they do crops, they have those rows of line. I don't know this stuff. I don't know. So he did that. And sure enough, the arugula is kind of just growing all over. But the little lettuces are growing in the perfect little row. I was like, oh, see? Anyway, so he said to me, when I bought this, thingy that I want to hang the plants on, he said, this is not going to stay. Like, it's not heavy enough. I said, well, that's because you hang the plants on and the plants make it heavy. And he goes, yeah, I don't think it's going to stay. I said, just buy it. I'll show you. And we get home and he puts it in the ground. And I go to hang the plants. And they start falling forward and backward. And he goes, because it's not going to. And I said, do you have to always be right? Like, can't you just sometimes be wrong? Like, just be wrong once in a while. Needless to say, they're not hanging on that thing. They're now hanging on my balcony, on my front porch, not balcony, with the lights that I have up there, because where the heck am I going to hang them now, right? But I think what I'm going to do is try to get something light that I can hang on that little archy thing, and I'll show you that when I do it. What else happened? I think that's about it. I don't even know if anybody noticed that I haven't been on, or that my videos haven't been on. Except for my one friend, but she's my friend. She was like, hey, I noticed, everything okay? I noticed you haven't posted anything lately. And I was like, oh yeah, travel month. Like I just could not, I didn't have time to edit. But besides her, nobody's even said anything. So I don't even think people noticed. It's weird, right? The whole YouTube thing. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. So my birthday marks 2 years that I'm on the YouTube. I started on my 60th birthday. Remember, is 60 and beyond? That was my first channel. And then I changed it to the Is Experience. Yeah, it was on my birthday that I just sat down and said, I'll just talk, kind of like I am right now. Have you seen the dog park? It's a Progressive commercial. At the dog park. We're at the dog park. And then there's a guy on there, he's talking to, I guess, a vet, and he's going that his dog has an ear infection. And he's going, ear infection, because the person can't hear him. You sound like you're in a tunnel. I die laughing at that stupid commercial every time. It is so fun. At the dog park. But I think it's that girl's voice. Do you know like Flo from Progressive? She's the main one. And then there's that short one. She's got kind of like a weird voice. Kind of talks like that. She's hilarious. Quick story that's going to be longer than I wanted to. So Flo, the one that plays Flo, she went to Groundlings in California. She was a Groundlings member. And my daughter studied at Groundlings. And we went to a show one time, and we're sitting there, and this girl comes out, and I go to look, and I look at my daughter who's sitting next to me, and I go, she looks like, she goes, she is. And I said, no, Flo from, yeah, she is. I said, oh my God, really? And she goes, yeah, she's a Groundling. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. See, short story, but funny. Well, not funny, but cool, right? Anyway, I thought I'd make this video to catch you up on what went on in June and to let you know that I'm still alive and kicking. And videos will be coming. And thanks for watching for the past 2 years. And check out my other videos. Oh, if you want to wish me a happy birthday, you can in the comments. That'd be awesome. Because it's my birthday. Or as they say in Polish, urodziny. Urodziny. Dzień urodzin, which means day of birth. Now back to editing. All the stuff that I have in my bucket, which is a lot. So be prepared. Okay, I'll talk to you next time. See you later, Gator.